So what this arcade kit does from Copperhead Ag is we take out the bushing and we weld a collar onto here. We take the collar, we weld it on. You can use a wire welder, or if you're going to arc weld it, run nickel 55 rod. Outside of that, it sits inside a sealed bearing, and then there's a series of washers that go on the inside to stack it up and keep the tailpiece tight to the row unit. So very simple, long lasting, very, very long lasting. Had planters out for a number of years with 20,000 acres on them plus, and the tail kits, as long as the welds are good, they're still holding. So this system here is on a used planter, clearly. We also have this available in new planters, the same kit available on a new planter. So it's the same principle. It's a collar with the bearing, the bolt that goes through and holds it all together. There's two bolts to this side. So there's a bolt for one side and a bolt for the other side. It's not a one bolt pass through. Same principle though, it's a collar, and like I said before, it's a collar and the bearing and the bolt that holds it together. And what this does is ensuring constant, steady ground contact, and it takes the slop of forward to back or side to side movement out of these tail pieces as we run a planter and it becomes a used planter. We clean that up. It's tight. Everything's tight, square, stays in line. Our closing wheels, are in constant, steady ground contact with either side of the furrow. We're getting all the air out of the furrow, and we're ensuring good seed to soil contact. Comparing price, John Deere is going to be $12 a bushing, or $25 a row. So basically the same price. This is the life of the planter. As long as you own this planter, you will never have to address this issue again in this wear point here. Those bushings, depending on how many acres you put on your planter a year, could be an every year deal, or it could be a couple year deal, depending on how many acres you have on your planter per year and how egged out the holes on this cast tail piece are. So it's a very, very cost effective item as well. Low maintenance, you do it once and it's done. We just did this 31 row planter here behind us. It took us about start to finish, from taking tails off to getting tails back on, took us about 12 hours to do it all. So you're looking about 30 minutes a row from taking it off, welding it up, painting it, and getting it